Let's go. Let's go. And marching. And 4, 3, 2, step touch, go. Bring in your hands now. Let's go. Let's go. Just a quick workout in the morning. Not a full-fledged workout, no. Keep going. And 4, 3, 2, hamstring, go. Four, 3, 2, step touch. Four, 3, 2, and hamstring. And 4, 3, 2, step touch. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going. Stay at it. Go. Easy basic workouts for the morning. And marching. Skip, jump now. Go. Let's go. Skip. Try this. Even if you feel heavy in your body, you can do this. Let's go. There's always a first time. You may struggle, but it's doable. Let's go. And 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Change now. Let's go. Very easy for a morning workout. Lift your knee very high. Go. Let's go. Stay at it. Stay at it. We're going to bring in a kick now from a knee high to a kick. Go. Go. Let's go. Let there be a blood circulation on your legs so that you don't have that numbness you feel at times. Kick. 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 Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Straight kicks now. Go. Straight kicks. Go in the sides. Okay. Keep going. Almost done with our 5 minutes workout. Knee high. Try this every morning. It's going to do wonders to your body. Let's go. We're almost there. All right, team. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. This is Isaac Matza, your presenter. I'm going to see you next time at the same time. And have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day.
I forgot that the workout had started.
So you didn't participate?
No.
But
mentally I did.
Mentally you were exercising?
Mentally I was exercising.
There's a story that my father once told me, and I think it was over serving him. Because he kept on emphasizing from the time we were young, my siblings and I, and he would always say when you give an elderly person, whether you're serving them, whatever it is that you're giving them, make sure you kneel down.
Which has been
the case in most households. I don't know about now, because you see kids just handing you things anyhow.
My mom would slap you.
Yeah. So then he sent me, and I didn't want to go. So my facial expressions were showing
That you didn't want
that
to
I
go.
didn't want
But
to
you were
go.
moving
But
towards...
I was moving towards
What he said.
he asked me to do. So then I came and then I knelt down and I gave him. Then he looked at me, then he's like, I know in your heart you're standing. I've never forgotten.
I don't know in your heart you're standing. It's
Yeah,
just
because
that
he
it's
knew-
there. If you had the choice.
Yes, probably because I didn't want to do what he asked me to do.
It makes sense though, he was right.
No, he was definitely right. So after that, he had a chat with me and he was telling me to say, you know what, it's not really about what you show me, it's about what's on the inside of you. So that you reminded me when you said you were mentally exercising.
I was mentally
So
exercising.
it doesn't really, what matters is what's on the inside
Okay, but
of
for
you.
exercise, it's the physique.
Yes, of
But
course.
also, one thing I heard from one of the trainers is that you might be eating the right foods, you might be doing the right exercise, be on the right diet, but as long as you're not mentally free from certain
Exactly,
things,
that's what
you
I was
cannot
getting
lose
to.
weight. So I think it contributes, it's from both sides.
Yes, today I'm about theories. I heard a story this week and it motivated me. It motivated me so much. I don't know the names of these people, but I know he owns, I'm not sure whether it's People Magazine or something like that, but he went out to be a billionaire. So one of my friends told me this story. I can't remember exactly what we're talking about, but I think it shifted my mindset. So the story was that there was this man, he was not even below average student. He was like really bad. Like he was those special kids that needed special attention for them to understand. He had like, I think maybe dyslexia or something like that. He was a slow learner. So because of that, he became timid at school. He didn't fit in with his friends. And then, yes, he was bullied and he went through a lot. So no one expected him to actually even amount to anything. So as time went on, he managed to get through primary, junior high, and high school. And just when he was about to write his exams, everybody knew that he was going to fail. And even he himself believed that he was going to fail. So he sat for the exams, results came in, and he shocked the entire school because he had performed beyond average.
Oh, wow.
Like he wrote his SATs and he performed way higher than expected. And his mother asked him to say, how did you cheat? And the principal at his school said...
And it wasn't possible for him because of...
The principal at the school said, even if he cheated, he doesn't have the ability to cheat because he can't comprehend even how to cheat. He was so bad. He was so bad. So he went on to apply for university and he was accepted in one of the best universities. And he went there and he excelled academically. He excelled so well academically such that he started topping like his classes. He went on to get his degree, he got his master's till he finished and he became a billionaire. He owned businesses. And many years down the line, many years down the line, it was discovered that there was a mix. Imagine there was a mix in his results. They switched them and gave his results to another student.
But during the exams...
They switched the results with another student. So they only discovered this many years, like maybe even 25 years later.
Wow.
So the power of the mind. So that shift in his mindset changed everything about his life because he believed he was an above average student, so he started performing like an above average student.
Which made him more smarter than he
believed
was.
himself.
Wow.
So as we were talking about the mind, that story came into play in my mind also to say it's important. It's very important.
Very important.
Your mindset is everything.
The brain is a very powerful tool, you say.
Yes,
very powerful
he just switched. A mistake changed his life. And anyway, that's another lesson for another day. How God can just use your mistakes and turn around everything and turn your ashes
about
into
God,
beauty.
I don't know who you know about, but it does wonders.
Yeah, so that just came into my mind. Otherwise, the brain. Now imagine if you start telling a child from the time they are young, you are capable.
You're smart. You can
It
be
just
anything you want
yes.
to be. I think it starts from when they are really young, so
Yes,
that it's
your
stuck
mind is
in their
just
head.
shifted. Because just that one mistake catapulted him into his destiny.
Billionaire.
Getting
anyway,
back into
yeah.
the program, what would you like to see being implemented in the 2021 government?
Yeah, that's
The phone lines are open. Please get in touch with us. Do you want roads in your constituency? Let us know. Do you want the power of garbage to be collected in terms of sanitation? Water being connected into your area? What taxes do you think should be done away with? Are we paying too much taxes? Are we paying enough taxes? Should we be taxed even some more? Should the new government tax us for, what other tax can we come up with?
Apart from the ones that are already there.
No, there's definitely so much more. We already taxed for food. We already taxed for being on the road.
I think the taxes that are there are enough.
We should be taxed for shoes now.
barefoot.
They should be walking around. Tax.
I think one of the things, excuse me, one of the things I would love to see being implemented after the 2021 August elections is free transport for senior citizens. I have taken it upon myself when I'm on a bus and then I'm seated next to a senior citizen to actually pay for 2 people.
That's nice.
And I've been blessed. I get a lot of blessing. Bless you, my daughter. Bless you, my child. And that just makes me feel good. So I feel they should actually be free transport for senior citizens, because in as much as we say when they retire they need to be at a certain place relaxing, it's impossible with the type of economy that we have. We have old people actually moving from point A to point B, trying to find food, to put food on their table. Remember that old age comes with a lot of complications. So I just feel that should be one of the things that should be there after the August 12th elections.
Speaking of issues to do with free things, do you think that whichever government that takes charge in 2021 should consider making education free from grade 1 to 12? Not as it is from grade 1 to 7. Having free education from grade 1 to 12 would actually be one of the greatest achievements our country can actually get through, because I'm looking at people that have gone to school from 1 to 7 because it was free. Then after that, either they have passed or not, they stop going to school because they can't afford school from 8 to 12 and up to university level. So I think that would be one of the great things that would happen, having free education from 1 to 12. But then I'm trying to look at, are we able to afford that? How does it look like if we were to get? We might talk of getting funds from different organizations that help out and stuff like that. But are we able to afford taking? It's not going to be one-off thing. It's going to continue. Yeah,
so are we able to afford? Because we're looking at books, we're looking at certain equipments, we're looking at lab
just
equipment
maybe
and stuff like that.
The school fees alone, just the school fees. You provide your own uniform, as it is from grade 1 to 7.
It would be great.
But then definitely would be great. I think I would also like to see free education from grade 1 to 12, and it would actually improve our citizenry in terms of the caliber of people that we have, because there's definitely a difference between a grade 7 and a grade 12.
A huge difference.
A huge difference.
A huge difference.
So we would improve the lives of the general populace when it comes to at least having a grade 12 certificate, especially now that it is a very important, it's always been an important
but now that I feel like
now that there is clarification concerning the grade 12 certificate, especially if you want to hold political office in terms of the office of the president and these other member of parliament and the like. So I think it's very important that we should start looking in that direction. the issue of money, I think money is never enough, whether it's in a household. Money is never enough, but with the right priorities, whether it's sacrifice, you get the job done at the end of the day. So free education from grade 1 to 12. I am yet to read all the political party manifestos. Not obviously in depth, but especially with things that are interesting to me and things that I know will directly affect me. I think it's important that as a citizen, you get abreast with what these people want to do for you. Because we tend to forget at the end of the day that they are our servants. As a servant, they are here to serve you. The president is a civil servant. He's supposed to serve you. So what is it that you would want the PAC leader, if he forms government in 2021, to do with his government in terms of education, in terms of tourism, in terms of sanitation, in terms of what is it? Social security? What would you like to see? I know for a fact that I would want to see those retirees cleared.
I was getting to that when we were talking about senior citizens.
You know, from the time that I started practicing journalism, it's like now
it's an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing thing.
And it's not only sad that a person should have worked for so long. And then it's very sad and not get what is entitled to them.
And you know, I think it's disturbing because it brings me back to wanting free transport for senior citizens. The people that actually want their retirement benefits are senior citizens. And I remember one of the retirees complaining during one of the news clips that we ran on Camnet TV to say there are people that have actually died and they have not actually had the benefits, they have not enjoyed the money that they worked for. And there are people that just gave up because they're tired of going to these government offices wanting their benefits being paid and stuff like that. We've had announcements from the ministers. We've had DMMU coming in to help out. First, I don't know if it's still going on when they said they'll help out the retirees with some food stuff until this is sorted out. So I feel it's long overdue.
Yes, it definitely is long overdue. In as much as DMMU was coming on board, I personally, in my 70s, having worked, let's say if I joined government and then I'm entitled to my terminal benefits, and for someone to say they'll give me coupons after long service, I think I would be insulted.
Disrespected.
Like, you give me a bag of mili-meal. You give me
it would go a long way, but then like
that's the time that I should be enjoying my money.
Yes, and I think we've been having a lot of those lately. The resident doctors just threatened to down tools and only attend to emergencies until their demands are met and stuff like that. We haven't actually even spoken about what has been happening in the course of this week. There's a whole lot. You know, I love political drama.
I know that for certain.
You know, I like political drama because it just brings up the personalities of these politicians that are on the ballot papers and these people that we are supposed to vote for, these people that are vying for the high offices. One of them is the National Democratic Congress Party, which is this camp is in the UPND alliance. The other camp, actually, yesterday was a news clip that we ran where Saboy Imboila is actually saying she has endorsed President Edgar Lungu as the presidential candidate, and she has emphasized that the members should actually help in campaigning for him. And then on the other side, Malite was saying, no, we don't know what she's talking about. We have no. It's the same party, guys.
How far are they with these court issues?
So they went to court, according to what Mr. Savoy Imboila said. They went to court, and Savoy Imboila's camp won the case. So what the other camp is doing, the Akafumba faction, is actually illegal.
But why can't we see action being taken by the same courts?
It's okay. Let them continue.
No, but if the court has actually made a verdict to say this is wrong. Anyway, this is Zambia, the real
I
Africa.
hate that we say that because we've gotten used to a
Which
certain...
should not be the case.
Exactly.
It should not be the
shouldn't
case.
be the case.
If something is wrong, then it's wrong. There shouldn't be any justification for any bad behavior.
Not at all. Another thing that caught my attention in the course of this week is the Electoral Commission of Zambia
Perhaps
talking...
we should have that clip a little bit later.
There are Kafumba and Savoy Imboila. Yes, I'm just trying to update you and keep you on track. One of them was the ECZ. There are certain I've forgotten the name of the political party that are using military and security wing similar regalia, and you know that's very illegal. I remember seeing an incident in town, just moving away from this, where this woman wore some cargo shorts that had the I think that's the Air Force, the Zambia Air Force print, similar. She was grabbed. She was dropping from the bus and there were some military guys that were passing. She was grabbed and taken to some place to find what to wear. They told her it's either we're going to remove this ourselves with force or you go get something, give us this, and then you go your way, we go your way. For I was scared for her. And that has been happening for a long time.
Yes, everybody knows that it's illegal.
We know that it's
to wear any uniform
that's similar to anything, the police, the military wing, anything that involves that. We know it's illegal. But then during this election period, we've seen cadres actually doing that.
Wearing combat.
Yes, it shouldn't be allowed. And ECZ has re-emphasized on this.
And even the police, it shouldn't even be about ECZ talking.
The police have, yeah, they have actually spoken about it, but then they're like, no, we're not going to change. We're going to maintain.
No, they have refused to change, clearly by the fact that there is no change in their behavior.
Welcome to Zambia once again. And also the good thing is that we have an independent candidate on the presidential ballot. Nasser Msoni unfortunately couldn't file in his nomination, but pushed the blame to the ECZ. So we've got 17. I wish I could go up to 10.
They keep on dropping.
From, that was 19?
Yes, 19 candidates.
19 to 18,
Peter
18 to 17.
Nathan Sonda.
The NDC are not on the ballot, by the way.
They never...
Is NAREP on the ballot? No? I doubt it.
I don't remember.
FDD, I doubt it.
No, FDD endorsed the candidature of President Edgar Lungu. So they said they're in camp, pushing the agenda of making sure that the PF maintain office in 2021. Oh, it's cute. It's going to be interesting.
It's really cute.
It's going to be very interesting.
I'm excited about the elections. I don't know about you, and I've been seeing campaigns. I want to say this. I am impressed. I saw a clip on social media. Not a clip. I saw clips on social media where you have different political parties in the same area and there is no fight at all. I don't know if this is how it's going to continue or it's just now at the beginning. I saw from the Copper Belt, I saw from Livingstone where the opposition and the ruling were actually in the same area, but there was no fight whatsoever. Cadres were minding their own business as they campaigned. And in Lusaka as well, I saw something in the Great East Road where different political parties, and I saw Bowman Lusambo. I'm not familiar with the other political party member. They took a picture together. That's from the UPND and the PF. And for me, that is satisfying. It's not, I was scared, I'm not anymore. And if this continues, then we're definitely heading towards free and fair elections. So yeah, very impressive.
Violence-free elections.
Violence-free elections.
No, it would be very interesting to have such an environment as we head towards the elections, because that has not been the case. No. 2016 elections were something else. When it comes to violence, we saw a lot of bloodshed.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of things happening. Well, for now, let's take a short break and join us on the other side.
2021 has been described as a highly politically charged year. This is because every 5 years the country goes to the polls, and that 5 years elapses. With only a few months remaining down to the ballot, the battlefield to appear on the ballot is becoming fertile. A lot of people are expressing interest of appearing on the ballot.
In all this, our interest is to put the duty bearers, the leaders, and those aspiring to task by asking the relevant questions.
If you're an aspiring candidate, be it councillor, mayor, or member of parliament, get in touch with us to get yourself on the verdict.
We go beyond speculation in dealing with policy and governance issues. The right questions are asked to help you make a verdict.
For more details, you can call us on 0962 965883, 0979 753010, or email us info@camnettvafrica.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Join us on Camnet TV
every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 17:45 hours
on a new program dubbed The Verdict.
Remember that Camnet TV is not just another channel.
We celebrate our first anniversary of starting the news on Camnet TV on the 23rd of May 2021. Our aim is to deliver world-class news that is balanced and factual without fear or favor.
You're watching Camnet TV, not just another channel.
As we celebrate our first anniversary, we're showing you the team behind the Camnet TV World News and show you some of the news clips that made headlines.
On behalf of management and the entire newsroom, happy anniversary to Camnet News. This is one of the areas that was highly affected by floods.
Behind me is a group of persons living with cross-cutting disabilities who every month gather at this place to receive alms from well-wishers.
The Monetary Policy Committee decided to maintain the policy rate at 8.5%.
This incident provoked Kambuli's daughter to slap one police officer, a development that annoyed the men and women in uniform.
At the revelations of President Edgar Lungu's running mate, Professor Nkanduluo, clad in her ivory flamboyant outfit, walked in majestically as a running mate should.
The latest is a couple of Lusaka's Kanyama compound. They've assaulted each other of a meager 20 kwacha.
Kudiansi masinya mayoka. Waenda kujagulako chiwabwa cha 5 wagulako na tonshaba bana bazazi bazashita enjoy.
Have a good life. We will see you soon. Thank you. Thank you very much.
To you, our viewers, we say thank you for supporting us as we continue bringing you nothing but the best.
Camnet TV, not just another channel.
The much awaited for Camnet conference is now scheduled for May 2021 with your hosts, Pastors Victoria and Moses Chiluba.
We have believed that every Zambian was born for greatness, and that you and I can contribute to the development of this nation.
The big questions to ask are, can Zambia develop through agriculture? Can we produce indigenous Zambian millionaires? Plan not to miss this national conference on empowering Zambians through agriculture knowledge. Dates, 28th to 29th May 2021. Time, 07:30 hours to 16:30 hours. Venue, the Healing Word Ministries International in Ibex Hill. Charges, 950 kwacha, lunch inclusive for both days. Payments through via mobile money on 0962 965 883 or 0979 753 010, or you can pay via Stanbic Bank account number 91 3000 1825 325. Speakers will be Professor Reda.
We need Zambia to be one of the best nations in Africa.
Professor Munkumba.
If you just listen to a lecture, you may remember hardly anything. In 2 weeks' time, it's all gone. If you read, you may remember 10% of what you've read. If you participate in a discussion, 50% retention of the knowledge. So I always tell people, knowledge is the only thing that when you share it, you don't lose it.
Professor Msongole.
Agriculture can actually solve our unemployment for our youth. Through exports, agricultural exports, we can also stabilize our foreign exchange.
Honorable Bob Chinga.
When you do a budget, you plan it so that all the sectors, especially those that will give you low-lying fruits, in other words, you can achieve a lot with it, are the first things you do first.
And biologist Kamweneshe.
If we came together and put our hands together and concentrate on the soil. The people in Kenya, these Swahili people said, Dongo ni mali, means soil, that's money.
Register your participation through Camnet lines. Camnet TV, not just another channel.
Agriculture. It's about time that we as young people join in the workforce.
I think I'll take advantage of the fact that my boss is the conferences, so that I should just be attending. So I'm requesting just that I have this knowledge because my mom loves farming.
But you know, if you would actually sneak in, I don't think you would by the door and get the knowledge that is necessary.
No, but listen, let's give him an idea. So, boss, just in case you find me seated in the conference
and even participating, I have a question.
A lot of questions.
Agriculture, what would you see? What would you like to see being implemented in the 2021 government as regards to farming inputs? Yes.
Because when they delay, because you know farming from the conference, because me and Bimak sometimes I used to sit next to Bimak when he's editing the farming projects that we do at Camnet TV. So I heard something from one of the speakers, and he says farming there are certain things that you plant during certain seasons. So when you miss the season and plant late, it's like it's a loss.
Definitely,
it's a loss. Either you're a week or a month late, it's a loss. So handing over our farming inputs actually is a burden on farmers. So one of them I would just love to see that the farming inputs are given early to the farmers, either small-scale farmers or
And also, it would be nice to see to it that there is an increase in the amount of money that government through the Food Reserve Agency spends on buying a 50-kilogram bag of maize. If that can be increased also, because you know people are now actually even doing away with farming because they are finding it pointless, especially those that are doing it on a larger scale. They're like, what am I going to make at the end of the day? I'm making peanuts, even lesser than what I've actually put in. So it would be nice to see the prices of a 50-kilogram bag of maize being bought by the Food Reserve Agency. At a higher price. Yes, at a much higher price, so that you know it's value for your input.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot more. I don't know what's affecting you personally as a Zambian citizen, whether it's the price of sugar, you know, because sugar is expensive. Yet we grow our own sugar right here in Lusaka, in Zambia, rather.
I got a memory on Facebook where I wrote about the increase of sugar from, I think it went up to like 12 kwacha. That was a 1 kg, and I complained that was 8 years ago. So now I'm looking at the prices right now.
2 kg is what, 42? In some places it's actually 43 kwacha.
Yes.
The last time I bought it at 42 kwacha for a 2 kg.
Yes. So now, me, a bachelor who stays alone, I have just stopped buying groceries.
A spinster.
A spinster. I have just stopped buying groceries because it doesn't make sense anymore. The money I budget for monthly, I buy half of the things, and it's not like they are unnecessary things. They're like
the nitty-gritties, the basics
that I actually do need.
They're like the sugar, cooking oil.
I remember my mom making fun of me to say, my friend, things are hard. Just be cooking Nishima for the whole week.
Hey, now these days when you have milli milk, cooking oil, a tray of eggs. Yeah, sorted.
Bachelor meals every single day, and I'm not even gonna hide it. That has been the case most of the time. It's just eggs and shima, and you forget.
Precious.
What?
the issue of petitioning the candidature.
First of all,
you want to say something?
Yes. There have been a lot of petitions.
Yes. I wanted to say that it's still an issue. It's still an issue even now as we speak.
Honestly, I feel for Electoral Commission of Zambia to accept the nomination papers, I am assuming they did their research. They did their investigation.
But here is a petition which says the Legal Resources Foundation Limited has petitioned the Constitutional Court to declare that Patriotic Front PF presidential candidate Edgar Lungu is not eligible for nominations because he has been sworn in as president twice. Let's get into that clip and let's get the details.
Okay, it looks like it's not yet ready, but as I was saying, for the electoral, this is an institution that handles Zambian elections, and I don't think they would make any mistake when it comes to the general elections, and this is a presidential candidate we're talking about.
Yeah.
So for someone to be petitioning now, like, he's on the ballot. He's already on the ballot. Why petitioning?
He's not yet on the ballot.
Oh, he's not yet on the ballot, but he is one of the presidential candidate that successfully filed in their nomination, and ECZ actually accepted it. So we are yet to see, but
we are yet to see how this goes. Let's get into that clip,
and then we continue the conversation.
Barely a day after filing in a petition before the Constitutional Court, seeking a declaration that the court declare the nomination of running mates to presidential candidates null and void for failure to comply with a provision of the Constitution, the Legal Resources Foundation Limited has once again gone back to court to file in another petition, this time around challenging President Edgar Lungu's nomination. The foundation wants the court to declare that the nomination papers filed by President Edgar Lungu on the 17th of May 2021 to contest in this year's general election is null and void as it contravenes Article 1063 of the Constitution. The petitioner argues that the president contravened the said article the moment when he filed in his nomination papers with the returning officer supported by an affidavit stating that he is qualified to contest as a presidential candidate in the elections to be held on the 12th of August 2021. According to the petition filed before court Friday morning, the Legal Resources Foundation further argues that the head of state was on the 25th of January 2015 and the 13th of September 2016 sworn into office as president, making him sworn twice for the said office, hence he is not eligible to contest. They now want an order from the Constitutional Court to quash the nomination papers and all documents which are in support of the heads of state nomination. Seems the debate concerning President Edgar Lungu will exist for quite some time until after the August elections. Recently, the Concord dismissed a petition by former Katuwa Member of Parliament Bambi Kapalasa, where he was seeking an interpretation of President Edgar Lungu's eligibility. The court in its ruling stated that it had already settled the issue regarding the head of state's eligibility in the Dan Pule and others versus the Attorney General in 2018. For now, all fingers closed to see the outcome of this petition. Miriam Kemba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
Quite interesting revelations being made there. We're still at it. The petition, the questioning of whether the Patriotic Front President Edgar Lungu is eligible to be on the ballot. Different opinions there. People are still fighting his candidature. Or maybe, lack of a better term, not necessarily fighting his candidature, but are actually questioning his candidature in comparison to what is stipulated in the Zambian constitution.
All I can say is just too many petitions going on. So many petitions going on. Someone petitioned the running mates to say they didn't do what they were supposed to do. But then so many petitions go, I don't have much to say because President Edgar Lungu's eligibility has been a debate for the longest time. And I'm sure the necessary institutions have done their investigations and a conclusion. I don't know if there needs to be a press briefing to actually talk about it, but then this is an individual. Like there's a whole lot of things that we need to concentrate on right now that are priority. So, he has the right, anyway, as a citizen, he wants...
different opinions, different standings.
Yes. Actually wanting an explanation to how it's possible that President Edgar Lungu is actually still eligible to run in the 2021 general elections. So, him coming through and petitioning as well, it's his right. So we wait to see the conclusion to that, and also not forgetting running mates have been petitioned as well, inclusive of the current I would call new girl in town, talk of the town, which is Professor Nkanduluo, Mutalena Mango as well, and all these other presidential running mates. I think more than 10 have been petitioned to say they didn't meet. Okay, they didn't meet the requirements for someone to stand as a running mate, and it should be the same with the presidential candidate. But this person feels there was more leniency on the running mate.
Speaking of elections, let me tell you a real life story that happened to me on Monday.
Does it involve your dad? I feel your dad is a victim when it comes to your stories, man.
No. You know, girls and their fathers are just
me and my father
best friends.
But okay,
yeah, but trust me, you get to that age where he'll be the highlight of your story.
Oh, okay.
This is a true life story. It happened to me on Monday. I was taking a walk.
Monday.
This past Monday. In the morning, I was taking a walk with my daughter. And being, you know, it's campaign period and whatnot. And I wrote this on my Facebook. There was a campaign motorcade that was passing for a non-political party, and they were campaigning. And because, you know, it was morning, I was home, I was in my chitenge, I was in my flip-flops, in my t-shirt, and I was actually trying to make my daughter sleep. So I put her on my back, and I was looking all scruffy and whatever. So I'm walking, and then there's this motorcade. So I just look like, you know, these zimais and whatever.
You got a whole package?
No. Then, this, I recognized him because I know him. But as he was passing, his car approached me in the main road.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he got his chitenge. And he threw a chitenge at me. And it landed coincidentally on the back. I felt offended. And I asked this question even on my Facebook page. I said, was it wrong for me to be offended by that gesture? Because then in my mind I'm thinking to say, you honestly reduced my vote to a chitenge.
Chani Java or ni...
Guess what I did? Reflex. I got the chitenge and I threw it back. I'm dramatic like that sometimes.
And I thought I was dramatic.
No, like, I'm telling you, I don't even know where that...
Where did the carriage come from? First of all...
You know, I don't know what car it was, but it was the ones with the opening. So they were outside. He was, I assume, with his wife. So they were busy, you know, chanting party symbols and whatever. And I really felt offended.
I would be offended as well.
He threw a chitenge at me.
That's disrespect.
But then in my mind, I'm like, okay, fine. There are other people who would be excited. And from that very gesture, they would actually vote for that political party. But for me, I took offense. I got it because it landed like right in the back on my daughter, in the chitenge, and I grabbed it and I threw it back to their car. And because it was like an open vehicle behind, and then it fell. And then, okay, of course I analyzed my environment. There was a taxi rank and I know the guys because I always see them.
Yeah.
We know each other like
Familiar
that.
faces.
So I knew they were going to protect me if anything.
So, so you had everything planned.
I had
it was a quick move, but you had
it was fast. Then they were like, ndipo mwakana na tinakana. You can't reduce my vote to a chitenge. You can't try and buy me with a chitenge. No. I felt really offended.
100 kwacha so, ka t-shirt.
Because then again I analyzed, I'm like, maybe I exaggerated. But then again I'm like, no, I didn't exaggerate anything. It was like, okay, just give me even properly or whatever. But I just really felt offended that someone would reduce my vote, the power that I have, to a chitenge.
But anyway, so chitenge suna chitenge. What say chitenge?
I can't even, Uziba, chitenge chanyu, you can't even use it to mop.
Oh yeah, you need to
where am I
soak it in water. Wait, you wanted to use it.
But okay, where am I going to wear party regalia?
And looking at
for whichever.
job,
where am I going to wear?
I
give somebody. No, I threw it back, my friend. I threw it back. I threw it back. But and I'm not even ashamed.
Attaching what I want to say to your story, there's a whole lot more that you need to consider before voting for a certain
if they threw me a title deed. For some piece of land, then maybe. But I'm like, no, you can have it.
But anyway, on a lighter note, remember that, as I said, there's a whole lot more that you need to consider before voting for these political parties or a certain candidate. There's the most important one, which is the manifesto. Don't be like Leslie. Don't fall for that.
No, don't fall for the.
It's not even Java.
Please don't fall for the chitenge. I'm on my knees.
No, you're not.
Don't. Oh, in my heart.
In your heart.
I'm on my knees in my heart. Don't fall for the chitenge. Don't fall for the chibuku sheki. Don't fall for the little money.
Kwacha.
When you get that money,
it's 5 years, guys.
We are in it for the next 5 years.
Yes.
Whatever decision that you make, whoever you decide to vote for, make sure it's because you know they are going to better your life.
Yes, of course. And also, remember, I'll keep on re-emphasizing on this. During this campaign period, during this election period, be mindful of what you say, who you say it to, when you say it, and where you say it from. Okay, because it's a very, very, very
Is Movitanawa still in the chunks?
Yes, and just talking about Movitanawa, he had a partial paralysis that affected his left arm. We're hoping he's getting better, and that happened
the necessary treatment.
Yes, and getting the necessary treatment. That's after more than a week of being in detention. The last time we got an update from the police is that his docket was still with the DPP. So we're waiting to hear more information on that and yet to find out how he is doing. So we'll give you an update on that as well. So just attaching that to what I am talking about, be mindful of what you are doing during this campaign period, because it's a very sensitive moment for each one of us, which is you and me. And personally, I would love you to be safe during this period and as we head towards the polls. And also remember that whoever you decide to vote for, it is your right, okay? Voting is your right as a citizen. It's up to you to decide if you're going to maintain the current government, which is the Patriotic Front, or maybe you would want to choose another political party to rule the country for the next 5 years, guys. It might be UNIP, it might be NAREP, it might be these other political parties, it might be the UP, and it's up to you to decide either to maintain or to change. Let no one entice you into voting for a person that you feel is not the right candidate for a certain seat. It might be councillor, it might be a mayor, it might be a member of parliament, it might be even the president. So you need to make sure, in as much as you feel it's not necessary, it is very necessary to actually do a research on the candidate that you feel is right for those offices that you're voting them into. So yeah, that's just a friendly advice from me to you.
I'm reminded by all this election talk over what happened during the course of the week we saw different songs being released.
Oh yes, campaign songs have started.
Yes, campaign songs have started.
They're in people's phones now.
Yes, and I am thinking, do you think it's right the way people have attacked these artists for releasing songs? Like, here's the case. You, as a person, you have your opinion, eh?
Yeah.
Someone else expresses their opinion, and then it's a problem.
And I feel, guys, artists are business people.
Yes, making money.
If I was an artist in a political party came to me and said, we like your job, Annie, 20 pins, do it a song, why would I refuse? It's like I say, it's their
that's
opinion.
Where that's where they eat.
So don't even judge them for endorsing certain political parties. You just concentrate on researching on the candidates. Do your research, please. Manifesto. Read their manifestos. Get to know what they will do for you in the next 5 years when you put them in that office. It's not about that bicycle. It's not
and
about
also,
that
it's important that these very political parties should make it known. I like what other political parties have done by printing and making billboards around town, stating what they will do in different sectors. I think that's innovative because like it's right in your face. You're able to see, okay, fine, but this is going to be done away with, because you're free to do that now that it's campaign.
Just be careful.
It's campaign. No, they're allowed to do that.
Yeah, they're allowed to do that. I'm saying just be careful to what you fall for.
Yes,
because
but then
I'll buy you a car when you become my wife. You don't even have a wheelbarrow. Just be careful. The manifestos you fall for. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you know, when you make government, you have access to the resources. So when I marry you, I have access to your favor.
And then, you know what?
He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from them. So I'll buy you a car when you marry me because I'll have access to your favor. So I will each give you a piece of land when I become president because I'll have access to national resources. Look at it from that perspective.
No. No. But anyway.
So like I was saying, it's important that political parties put it in the faces of the citizens what exactly they are going to do for them. Let them take the responsibility to ensure that they sensitize people on what they have to offer. It should be in my face at this moment in time. Take initiatives. And sponsor pages on social media so that even if I don't want to read,
it will just come here sponsored.
Come on board on Camnet TV. Sponsor the news. Put your adverts. Sell yourself.
Sponsor some shows. Get a slot.
There's so many avenues.
Yeah, let the people know
people should know you.
We have the Verdict and Camnet on Frank. We have that platform for you here. Let us know. The news, the breakfast show. Let us know where you would love to feature because you need to sell yourself. Marketing strategy is very, very important. Your product needs to be bought on the 12th of August 2021. So we've come to the end of the show. And also before we go, I didn't know that an independent is not supposed to support a certain, is not supposed to campaign for a certain candidate in a political party. I just heard that in the news that independent candidates are not allowed to say, I'm standing as an independent, but then
endorsing the candidature
of this particular presidential candidate and I'll campaign for them. That's not allowed. If you belong to a certain political party and you are not adopted and you decide to stand as independent,
you are an independent
need to
candidate.
Resign from that political party. You can't be consequently. One foot in the water, the other one in the fire.
What are you trying to say?
We've come to
what
the
are
end
you
of
trying
the
to
show.
say?
I'm just saying we're Zambian.
No, but someone was prophetic enough to tell you their opinions, so I shouldn't see how it was shocking that they had one leg and the other one. Anyway, that's a story for another day.
Yes, unfortunately, we've come to the end of the show. Like we mentioned, we'll be back again. Like we mention all the time, we'll be back again on Saturday. And we mentioned that you expect more of these type of shows because it's the election atmosphere and we're just to make sure that you are educated and well informed when it comes to what's happening in current affairs around you and also across the globe. Well, my name is Precious Mzea Nzea Sakaleji. We're turning 1 year with our news items on the 23rd of May.
Was that a... Okay, I've passed it to you. Oh.
May. Pass it to Elijah. So we're turning 1 year. I am excited. I'm excited because this 1 year has been very amazing being on the news desk. Kudos to the news team and also everyone that has been behind the cameras to make sure that our news is factual, balanced, and unbiased. And we want to thank everybody for supporting Camnet TV. It's so amazing when I'm on a bus. God, I need a car. It's so amazing. I want to be saying, God, it's so amazing when I'm driving through Great East Road and then I'm by the traffic lights and then yeah. But anyway, at this point, it's so amazing when I'm on a bus and then someone just says, "You work for Camnet. I like how you do your news. You guys are very balanced. You're unbiased. You actually accommodate all political parties and everyone. We hear community news and that keeps us going. Thank you so much and continue giving us feedback so that we improve on sports that we need to improve, considering the fact that this is a learning process and we don't stop learning, and we want to say twalumba zikomo tunasakile kumwani twatotela litumezi
Luitumezi.
Yeah. So it's bye.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah. Okay, no.
What tribe is that?
We have tongue twisters.
What tribe was that supposed to be?
It's Ndebele.
Oh, it's okay.
It's Ndebele.
Well, from me, Precious Nzea Sakaleji, Liseli Kanyanga Mwanga, Isaac Chifita and Elijah Chifita on the other side. And on behalf of the entire crew, it's have a beautiful day and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.